Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this Nightbird update. It's happened, it's dropped, it's easy to find. You can find it right here on the homepage of WWE.com. If you go to it, it's right there. It slaps you in the, well, doesn't literally slap you in the face, but it's right there for you. It's not hard to find, and actually everything about this is quite straightforward, right? If you click on it, right, it's right at the top of the page. It's what you land on. Then obviously it takes you to this article. I think there'll be a few people that'll be a little bit disappointed that this is as straightforward as what it is. I think there'll be a few people that are a bit disappointed that this is not more complex, that there's not more investigation work that's needed. And I can understand that. I could understand people being disappointed about that, but I think this is what we needed at this point in the campaign. It's quite straightforward, it's direct, it really lays things out, and I don't think you can really interpretate it wrong. I think that you can get the message nice and clear, and as I said, I think that's what we needed. So the URL for this, when you click on the article, it takes you to wwe.com/71ENUJ. That's June 17 backwards, basically. So again, that message loud and clear, right? As we go down, we've got hello, and we've got this image. Now, we still don't know who this image is. Maybe the fact that I believe we're about to hear from Uncle Howdy here, does that mean that this is Uncle Howdy? It would be a little bit strange for Uncle Howdy to say hello and then to talk to us, and for this to not be Uncle Howdy. So maybe it just adds a little bit of weight that this is Uncle Howdy. We don't know, obviously. Could be an image of Eric Rowan or Dexter Lumis, so we still don't know. But I am just wondering that. Does it just add a bit of weight now that actually this is going to be Uncle Howdy? This will be revealed to be a new look for Uncle Howdy. There is something here. It says Rev, I think 13.1, and we will come back to that, right? What we're interested in, as we said, is this here. It's not very cryptic. It's quite straightforward. So let's have a read. It says, hello. I'd like to tell you a story about value. We often equate value with utilization, and that is not the case. If a piece of currency is crumpled, ignored, tossed to the side, does it lose its value? Of course not. It is simply in the hands of the ignorant. Now, there's a lot there already. So if you think about the value of someone like Nikki Cross, Dexter Lumis, you know, Joe Gacy, these are people that could be world champions. These are people that could be used better, right? They could be doing more. But sometimes it's hard for them to even get onto TV. I mean, Nikki Cross has just been wandering around backstage for quite a while. We haven't been grabbing her and putting her in matches and, you know, trying to help her become like a women's world champion. So, you know, think of her as that piece of currency, you know, crumpled, ignored, tossed to the side. Well, has she lost her value? Of course not. It's just that she's in the hands of the ignorant, right? So what we're saying here is that she could be used a lot better. Same for Dexter Lumis. Same for Joe Gacy. Same for Eric Rowan, who's not even with the company, right? So we're going to bring him back. So it's that he's in the hands. I've got to tell you, if I was Nick Aldis, if I was Adam Pearce, if I was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, I would be a bit nervous as if I was reading this first bit here. Because do you remember that post about the establishment? I mean, this is really kind of, in my mind, pointing at them. It's pointing at them. This is pointing at absolute carnage and chaos coming. Because it doesn't seem like they're targeting Randy Orton. It seems like the purpose of this campaign is for those people that aren't being utilized properly to like see the truth and to be set free. I'm thinking your Apollo cruises, your Odyssey Jones, you know, those people that just don't get used right. Uncle Howdy is coming to save them, seemingly, right? We often devalue ourselves as a result of the ignorance of those around us. Their words define us. I have been guilty of this myself. I have let the expectations of others determine my self-worth. But once I realized my calling, the words of the naysayers, they began to fall on deaf ears. I am nobody. I am all of us. When you free yourself from the preconceived ideas of others, from the lies, you become liberated. I accepted my calling. Only then was I able to set others free. We followed the words of the red Bray, and now we see. I offer you one last chance at redemption. It doesn't have to be this way. The cave can no longer exist. So the cave, of course, that's where prisoners are looking. So this is Plato's cave. And this is a story, a fable about prisoners being in a cave, looking at projections on the wall, believing those projections to be real, when actually the real world is outside the cave. And so they're kind of saying that these people that are being underutilized, these people that are, you know, being devalued because their true value is not being realized, they're being lied to. They're the prisoners in the cave. So the cave can no longer exist. We are going to burn it to the ground. I don't know how you burn a cave to the ground, but I got you, Uncle Howdy, right? A massacre is coming. It's good, isn't it? 168197 WWE. So, as I said, at this point in the campaign, I think this is what we've needed. And this is a very clear message. It's a very clear message that Uncle Howdy and this group is coming to help those that are being pushed to the side, that are being lied to, that are not having their value realized. You know, they are coming to set people free. So a lot you can take from this. A lot you can take from this. I know people will be disappointed that it wasn't meatier, if you will, right? There's still a few bits, obviously, for us to look at, including that Rev 13.1. So let's go over here, and we'll come off full screen. So big thank you to everyone that tagged me in this, like Jordan 40 minutes ago, tagging me in this with all the little bits. But let's have a little walk, shall we? So here, Dragon said, I found this in today's teaser, the Rev 13.1. Now, this is something that's been mentioned before, actually, in the last Firefly Funhouse. So Revelation 13.1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. So I've got the definition of blasphemy here. It is the action or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things. Okay? So that is blasphemy. If you go back over, boom. So yeah, that was actually mentioned in one of the, I think it was the last Firefly Funhouse episodes by Bray. He actually mentioned the beast with 7 heads, 10 horns, 10 crowns upon its head, and it references blasphemy. So that's what that means, and as we said, it's a nice little link back to a previous Firefly Funhouse. Here's Jim Taylor saying the URL is 71ENUJ, backwards, that's June 17th. Thank you, my friends. There is Cosmic Guy just mentioning about the Rev 13 one, but also pointing out the 10 heads and 7 horns equals 17. Is that 17th of June again? I mean, I don't know that that's why it's referenced, because it was mentioned in the final Firefly Funhouse, but I do still like that, so I wanted to include it. Here, Chris is interested in the 168197 at the bottom of the page, and he said, if you reach 168197, or like search for that on WWE.com, the Howdy article shows, and an event, Unforgiven, that was in Philadelphia. That is the city of brotherly love. It's probably a coincidence, but it's pretty neat because of Bray and Bo being brothers, which is cool. I don't think that's the reason for it. I agree. I think it is coincidental, but it's nice that it comes back with 2 results. It comes back with the Howdy article we've just read, and it comes back with an event which apparently is connected to Philadelphia. So I agree. That is nice. But I like this from Tame Impasta. I think this ChatGPT has got the answer. So June 17th is the 168th day of the year. In the Gregorian calendar, there is 197 days remaining until the end of the year. Okay? So 168, the 168th day of the year is June 17. When we get to June 17, there's then 197 days left between June 17 and the end of the year. Now, I don't know quite what they're trying to tell us with that, right? I'm guessing what that means is that they're going to arrive on June 17, and then, I don't know, they're around, that's it, they're here for the rest of the year. That's what the 168 means, June 17. The 197 takes us to then December 31st. I mean, I don't think that means they're done on December 31st, but I don't quite get what they are trying to tell us with it, right? We can work out what it means, but we can't quite figure out what they're trying to tell us. June 17th when they arrive, but then 197 days till December 31st. Is that 197 days of carnage, or what are they trying to tell us? Why are they telling us 197 days till the end of the year? In the source codes, the image that was used apparently had Howdy in the name of it. Now, I don't know that that's anything other than, obviously, it's connected to this campaign. So I can't say that that proves that it is Uncle Howdy. But I thought that was cool for Dan Drago to just spot that in the source codes. I don't think there was anything else in the source code, actually, but to be perfectly truthful with you, I have not had chance to have a look at that myself. So let's have a little look. What have we got here, actually? Normally, if there's stuff in green, that kind of grabs my attention. If it's IE8... Oh, this is where it might get a bit too difficult. But we do have if it's IE8. That looks interesting to me. I'm actually kind of interested in that, because normally that's anything in green, begin consent trust, place at start of document, do not alter, end consent trust, if IE, maybe this is just like computer talk, but normally, I mean, we've been looking at quite a few source codes over the weeks, and normally anything in green really grabs my attention, but there seems to be some stuff here in green, quite a bit actually this time. So I think that there's probably nothing, just looking by the amount of green stuff and the amount of like coding that it seems to be. Yeah, they repeat it down here as well, so I don't think there is. I mean, it says here, lazy load, image class, lazy load, and then it's just got like a link, the hello title. Just having a little walk I don't think there is anything. But something may pop up. Someone may find something. I mean, I was interested then for a second in the green bits. I thought, oh, okay, off we go. We might have something here, but it just looks to be computer talk, to be honest. So, but maybe a few other things may show themselves, but that's everything that we've seen or found so far then. And as I said, maybe this will disappoint people that it's not a little bit deeper, a little bit more complex. But I don't know. I'm still interested in that. That is pretty epic. I think it's nice to just have a little bit of a explanation as to what's going on and why it's happening. And again, this image, does that add some weight to the fact that that's Howdy? And then, of course, the little hidden thing there as well. So, yeah, not bad for a Saturday. I'll take that. So, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.